Hi everyone, hope you're keeping well. I hope you had a chance to look through the website and get familiar with it and watch the videos. Today I've just decided to do a little add-on video about nutrition and just some pointers that are going to help you to make sure that your fat loss is maintainable and in the long term, because really what we're going for here is a lifestyle change after the 12 weeks. So we really want the results that you achieve to be maintainable, and so it means that the nutritional plan that you follow, it has to be something that can fit into your lifestyle and that you can see yourself doing, on the long-term basis. So here, just kind of outline some important points. They're simple points, but just to make sure that your results that you get are achievable. So we want you to lose the fat, obviously, and keep it off. So the first thing that's of obviously utmost importance is to ensure that you're in a calorie deficit. So in order to lose fat, you need to be expending or using more calories than you're taking in. So your calories that you're taking in the day will be worked out based on the simple calculations that you will have hopefully done now at this stage, to work out how many calories you need to take in during the day to reach your goals. So it's about getting your maintenance calories and then taking away 10 to 20%, depending on what you want your goals to be for fat loss. On that point as well, I also want you to understand that it's not about low calorie foods being good and high calorie foods being bad. Yes, calories do matter, but it's about the quality of the food that you're taking in. That's going to ensure that you achieve your fat loss goals. So it's not about low calorie foods. It's about getting a good balance of all your range of nutrients and making sure that you have a healthy, good, balanced, nutritious diet. So on that point, then it's basing your diet on the majority of good foods, so minimally processed foods, so real foods, so foods that are on the food list. These foods, they better support your body, regulate your hormonal balance in the body, which is conducive to fat loss. Foods like processed, refined, sugary, packaged foods, they're not optimal for the body, and they'll be counterproductive for fat loss. They won't help you with your recovery, with your muscle growth. So it's a lot more than calories in equals calories out. A lot has to do with the hormonal effect that food has on your body, and that will inhibit, if you're taking in high sugary foods, it will inhibit your ability to lose fat. So do base the majority of your diet on good whole one ingredient foods as are put on the food list there that we have for you. So the next thing then is to make sure that you're hitting adequate protein intake. So we've set this as 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, so that will have been worked out in your calculations. So protein is needed for building your muscles, toning, and for repairing your cells after your training and stuff like that. So make sure that you do hit the protein target that we've set for you, or that you've set for you or you found out for yourself. So make sure, like, a lot of people won't have been eating anywhere near that amount of protein before, so it is going to be something that's new to you, but do really work hard on hitting that protein target. So the next point then, like I've said, base the majority of your foods on good whole foods, but don't completely restrict your favorite foods. Now, what I will say, because we want this plan to be maintainable, we don't want you to fall off the wagon. We don't want you to feel restricted, deprived, where you think that you can't have certain foods. But what I would say is that within the first 2 weeks, try and just base your diet on the foods that are listed in the food list, just for your body to regulate itself. Then from week 3 on, we would like you to follow the rule that make sure that you're getting 90% of your calories from good real food from the food list, and then 10% can be from your favorite foods. So, in a week, that could mean that, your favorite meal could be kept for the weekend. You might like to go out with your friends for a meal. You might like to sit in and have a couple of glasses of wine, or you might like to have a takeaway or go to the cinema with the kids and maybe get something. Keep that 10% for something that you will look forward to, that you will enjoy, that you will work hard during the week so that you feel like you deserve it. So do make sure that during the week you're working really hard on your nutrition. Every single meal is spot on, and you're staying to your plan. And then come the weekend, you will really feel like you've deserved that meal. But do wait until week 3 to introduce that. I'm sure you've had a lot of treats over the Christmas that, I'm sure you can go 2 weeks just sticking to whole foods for now. Okay, so then the next point is making sure that you're including foods of high satiety in your diet. So when you're in a calorie deficit, it's going to be mentally challenging. There's going to be things that you're going to want to have. You're used to having your whatever it might be, chocolate or crisps or whatever it is. You're going to want these things, but you need to make sure that you're strong enough and that your willpower is there, that you're not going to cave and you're not going to give in to these things. So in order to make sure that, or to help with that, is that making sure that you're full on good foods, good wholesome foods. Because if you go too long without eating, generally that's when people make wrong food choices. They go for the bad things just because they're handy, just because they're convenient. So obviously preparing your food and making sure that it's there, that you're not going to come home and be like, oh God, I have to spend an hour cooking now. You do be prepared with your nutrition and with your food. So foods like the high protein, that's why we have high protein in there. It is really good filling food. And that coupled as well with your veggies, so filling up on them, they've a great vitamins and mineral content. They will help you to feel full, and obviously give you a sense that you're eating a good decent amount of food. So make sure that you are getting in the calories that are allotted for your day. That's another important thing as well. Do eat your calories. Make sure you're not under eating. Don't think that, my calories for fat loss are whatever they might be. Say, for example, 1,700, just take for example. And you think, if I eat 1,500, no, don't do that. Make sure that you are eating your calories for the day, because you've already deducted your fat loss for that. If you're under eating, that's also going to be counterproductive for fat loss. Your body will start holding on to and storing food because it's going into starvation mode and stuff like that. So do eat the calories that you've allotted for yourself for the day. And like I said, it is going to be, you're going to have mental challenges from time to time, and that's what makes you stronger. You need to be able to develop the willpower to not give in to those things. You may have people that are, trying to say, oh, come on out, like have a drink or have this, whatever it is, Eddie Rockets or whatever. And you need to be strong enough just to say, no, look, I've decided that I'm doing this, I'm changing my lifestyle, and come the weekend from week 3 on, that you will be able to enjoy a nice meal and enjoy yourself as well. But you do need to be strong, and remind yourself all the time of your goals that you set out, why you're doing it. So if you have a time when you're doubting yourself or whatever, just do sit down and just say, oh look, this is why I'm doing it. Yeah, okay, and just remind yourself. So then being consistent is key to achieving your goals. So the best diet is absolutely the diet that you can stick to. So make sure that you can stick to it long term. So the whole idea is that this is a lifestyle change. It's 12 weeks. We really want this to be long lasting for you. It's not just about the 12 weeks, it's about what you do then after that, which is going to determine how you feel, a year down the line. So it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, so make sure that your mind frame is set on that. So like I've mentioned throughout the video, 90% good foods, and then 10%, you know, at the weekend you can enjoy your meal. And make sure that every day you're staying within your calories for the day, and ensure that you hit your protein target as well, like I've mentioned. And get a good 7 to 9 hours sleep every night would be optimal if you can. And work hard every session that you do in your training. Really give everything to it, and you know, try and limit any kind of stress that you have in your life. But nutrition is just absolutely key. You cannot out-train a bad diet. It does not matter how much training you do, how hard you push yourself in your training. If you are not sticking to the nutritional plan, you will not achieve your goals. So you need to make sure that that's really, really important. Have your food prepared the night before, and just don't allow yourself any opportunity to slip up. You know, clear out the cupboards of any crap or any bars or whatever it is that are there that might tempt you. So just, I don't keep anything like that in my house. I don't, and it's not there, and I won't eat it. So make sure that you're consistently good, and that you're not focusing on being perfect all the time and then end up having slips and binges and stuff like that. It's being consistently good is what's going to help you to achieve your goals long term. Okay, I'm really, really looking forward to getting going and seeing how you all get on. And if you have any questions, just pop them here, and I'm happy to answer them. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.